know. That's what I was like. That's one thing I'm so excited for when we go to the CMU next Friday. In I told those guys, I'm like, you don't understand. You don't understand. I will be just walking the strip, or basically, I know it's. But have you ever been to Las Vegas and Fremont Street?
Yeah,
dude, I could sit all day and just listen to the bands on Fremont Street. It's like my favorite thing.
Or like people watch and just check them all out. Like
there are some weird people on Fremont Street too in Vegas. But yeah, that's why I want to do in New Orleans.
Get your rock star on, y'all.
Please.
Skull.
Well, let's say hi to everyone before we start the intense questioning.
Oh, geez. Interrogation?
Yep. Hey, what's up, E? You're the first. Thanks for joining us with Mr. Waltimus Prime, or Gentleman. I still call him Waltimus Prime.
Me too.
What's up, Walt? Hope you're doing well. Josh, thanks for always supporting us, man. I really do appreciate that. And Mr. Marky Mark. Such a dork. Hey, what's up, Steven? Glad you're joining us. Mr. Gabe. Thanks for joining us. Gabe is always a huge supporter of me. Really? And Copper Johns. And then we have... Just wait for it. I have to scroll down. They had a long conversation.
It's Volumus. Get it right. Duh.
Brett, how you doing, man? I haven't talked to that guy forever. He's like one of my favorite people in the world. I've just been so busy. I feel bad. Yeah, we have to talk, Brett. One of these days, let's connect again.
Brett's beard's getting crazy long, too.
Brett's, yeah. Oh, hey, Dave. How you doing?
Oh, hey.
Oh,
fellas.
Hey. I'm such a dork. Oh, hey.
Hey there.
That's what me and my brothers do. We're just like, hey, and then I go, hey, Coney, and then we just do all that. What's up, Gary? Yeah, I would wait till Friday if I were you. Lots of stuff going on, man. Then we have Scroll, and they're having long conversations. What's up, Joe? I appreciate you joining us today.
Joe Sports.
All right. Oh, hey, Corey. How you doing, buddy? Watching the Bronx at Starbucks? Really? Nice.
Oh, he was watching the Bronx. So he was in the Bronx at a Starbucks watching people. Sounds awesome. Yeah.
All right. So let's get started, shall we? Because we only have an hour because Dagan asked me to be on the creation station, and they're pushed it back for an hour, but or 15 minutes. Sorry. Michael Zarate. Well, if this was the UFC, this is nothing more than a preliminary interview. Tyson, please let me know when you have the bearded greeter on the show. I'm tired of this Yosemite Sam Punk.
I love you too, Michael.
You know, he was fun to have on the show. I think he was my the largest viewed too.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
right there.
Just so you guys know, during the stream, Barber 15, it is pinned, and if you use that, or if you use Barber 15 at checkout on Copper Johns, you save 25% right now. Just a quick plug for Dave, so you guys are aware. And
what a guy! What a guy!
Right? I appreciate that, Corey. I really do. I'm excited for everyone to kind of find out what's going on, and then, yeah, lots of stuff. What's up, Chris? How you doing, buddy? All right, so let's start with you. So a lot of us know who you are. We know you're a barber. We know you have very goofball. You're just a goof. You're fun. But tell us what we don't know. Tell us what we don't know about yourself and kind of what you do, when no one's watching.
I don't know if you really want to know what I do when no one's watching. I thought this was a kid-friendly show. No. Well, I take a lot of pride in, like, my house, that we got. So, like, my studio and stuff, too. I'm always constantly fixing, rearranging, putting things places, trying to make my desk a little better. Trying to always do something different to make life easier in the house. If the wife says I got honey-do list. If y'all know what the honey-do list is, it's honey, can you do this list? That's what that is. And yes, I have things that I do for her, and as well as cleaning my truck. That is a ritual I do every single Sunday. Just kind of like puts me at ease. You know what I mean? Knowing my truck's clean every week. But
Yeah.
I've been kind of experimenting with different foam guns and stuff like that, having fun with that. And yeah, just life's great, man. I'm back in Minnesota. My family's always around. I get to see my daughter whenever I want.
How do you just say, don't you know?
Don't you know they're A?
Yeah. I'm from Minnesota, don't you know?
Does the code work on hats or merch? No.
It does not. There's not enough markup in order for that to work.
Yeah.
Hey, Bruce City. How you doing, buddy? Hey, Nicholas. Thanks for joining us. So, yeah. So that's what do you do? Like, I know you now you have a job, and so what you doing? And then do you still cut hair?
So yeah, I cut hair for like my family and like friends and stuff like that right now. I'm not pushing that so hard as just trying to get in the loop, but trying to get one thing, you know, like working and YouTube down so that I can get all that together. And then it's like one step at a time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm working. I have my YouTube videos times down. So now I get to figure out my exact workout time, which is going to be in the morning more than likely because I tried doing it at night. It's just not working. So I'll start working out in the morning, going to work. After work, then I'll do like whatever YouTube stuff I got to do. But yeah, life's been going pretty good with work. And gosh, man, we've just been having so much fun for real. I see my wife's face when she goes and sees her family. It's so awesome. It's like,
oh, that is cool.
Yeah.
Now that you guys can do that. But as you know, with this show, I dive deep for a second. And sometimes when we talk, in deep conversation, that's all we talk about. Like when I had a conversation with Emo about a month and a half ago, we had a really, really good conversation about his life and what he's been through and things he's learned. And we totally went off script, so I'm okay with that stuff. But I like to get to know who you are first and some different type of side, and then we like to have fun. So that's why some of these questions, are a little different than what you're used to. But first of all, what makes you unique?
I mean,
what makes Dave unique?
Yeah, I think the good old classic rock of Kid Rock had a song lyric that went, "You wish you knew a MFer like me." No cussing, just saying. Like, I have a lot of fun, man. I do a lot of things, and people just like, I'm a kind soul, right? Like, I don't have any intention of any ill will towards anybody. I have fun until I have to be the bear. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
which very, very rarely happens. But yeah, I have a ton of fun, man. I really just I'm a goofy, fun guy that sometimes I can be a bit of an a-hole. I'm sure my wife would say, but I don't try to be. I just try to have fun. But
yeah. No,
things and stuff. Yeah, C-Rock. That is what Dave is a fantastic guy. Oh, you guys.
The older I get, the more serious I get. I've noticed that, I used to be more of an extrovert, always try to be the life of the party, that type of thing. And I feel that the older I get, the more I like to just pay attention to what's going on and then talk. Sometimes I'll say stuff, I'm like, ooh, shouldn't have said that. But I would say that's me also. I just feel like the older I get, I'm just like, I'm boring and it bugs me, but that's just how I'm getting.
Here's the way I feel about it. Like, you're as old as you feel. So if you make yourself feel old, you're going to be old, right? I feel like a 25-year-old. No. I'm just saying, like, I feel like a 25-year-old, like, trapped in a 42-year-old's body. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always trying to have fun. I'm always trying to make people laugh. I'm always trying to, like, talk with people. I mean, that's what I do for a living, right? I talk to people all day long. So, I mean, it's plus YouTube, so I'm always doing that too. But yeah. You're not tardy, Russ. You're here.
Oh, hey, Russ. How you doing? Hey, Dagan. Appreciate you coming. All right. So then the next one is, so what do you do during your free time?
During my free time, I try to hang out with the kids and the wife as much as I can. Do a lot of YouTube stuff. You guys know that. So I always look at the next thing that I want to do for YouTube as far as like, toys to make it more fun and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Like, just learning different programs. I just started Ecamm, so that's cool. I got a new plug-in kit.
Ecamm though requires you to have a Mac, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You have to have a Mac to have Ecamm, but Ecamm is freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, I like the look. It's a solid look.
bro, I'm so excited that everything's starting to get a little bit more crisp, a little bit more, you know what I mean? Now I'm going to actually start probably wearing headphones too, because I know you can hear everybody's voice and what's coming out of my volume, you know what I mean? So I'm not blasting people's ears out and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'll figure out what I'm going to get for that later. But for now, everything's going really cool.
Yeah. You seem a lot less stressed. Like there was a moment when you were in Orlando, right? Florida.
Yeah.
You didn't seem like yourself. Like you seemed like you were carrying the weight of the world, and now it doesn't feel it doesn't look like that anymore.
Yeah, no, I was, man. I was stressed out. I wanted everything to work out right, and finally, my wife was like, "You know what? Just do what we can, and just don't worry about it." And I'm like, "You know what? You're right. That's what I'm gonna do."
But isn't that easier said than done? Because with me working a full-time job and then doing Copper John's full-time, and then also trying to be a parent and a spouse, I feel overwhelmed at times, and I feel it. So you doing a YouTube, working full-time, barbershop, trying to stay as a family. How do you able to take that weight and make it so that it's light? Because you can see it in you, like you're a lot less stressed.
Because I finally figured out, like how to do it. When you finally like settle in and you're settled in and everything's done, and now it's just life resumes. You know what I'm saying? So now everything's kind of like better though, because I can stay up whenever I want. Now I have my own space to you know what I mean? So like if I want to stay up late to do some videos because I didn't do videos, whatever, something happens, you know what I mean, then I'm good. But having the studio is the coolest thing. I mean, it's so nice to have a dedicated space to do videos and stuff. So
I bet that's how it was when I had my lab. I'm like, I love this.
Yeah
I can lock the door and say nope.
Get the heck out of my house.
Have you been able to go fishing yet? You're a fisherman.
Not yet, man. This week we're gonna get paid, and I'm gonna go and buy my license and go just cast I'm gonna go try to catch something, anything. I'll go get my fishing license and I don't even care what I catch. I just want to cast out and get something.
Yeah. Ever since I've gotten COVID, I haven't been able to go. And I actually told Walt and Vinny and Troy and Cruz, I'm like, okay, we're doing all this stuff for you guys. I'm like, Saturday morning, I don't care. We're going crawfishing, and I'm like, then we're going to have a crawfish cookout, all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, we're doing it. And I'm like, you can get content from that. Dang it.
Yeah, man. I'm actually gonna start doing. I think like I like to do little things on the side, right? So I might do like a beard dude, something funny, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I like the foam cannon thing, like washing my truck, just something little and stupid, but people want to know what works, right? So it's like I accidentally bought the wrong one when I should have got this one, and I'm probably gonna do a video on it so people don't make the same mistake. But yeah, I just I don't know, man. It's a lot of fun doing this stuff. I enjoy the heck out of it. So, and the people, obviously, all the people in the comments, man, I love it. Yeah, it's so much fun.
I absolutely love making family videos. I just wish we had more time to do them because they're so dumb, but they're so much fun. We laugh so hard. Like my wife was why everyone was looking at us in the park doing that with my son Isaac, and him doing the mullet, like the Tiger King, and it's just like we were laughing so hard. We didn't feel stupid at all. Just people were looking at us like, "What are you doing?"
You feel stupid, not even a little bit.
No, you don't feel stupid at all. I'm like, no, this is father-son time. This is what we do. We dress up and play around.
What's the matter with you? You never seen somebody video stuff before?
So, what are some random facts that no one knows about you? Some fun ones.
Oh, that they don't know about me.
Yeah.
I shave my arms. I don't know if people know that.
You shave your arms? Why?
Because I have tattoos, and I
want people to that makes sense.
Yeah, so I shave them so they can see the tattoos. When I get this one completely done, I shave it a little bit, but I'll care about it more when I get the top done. But yeah, this actually says forever and always. I don't know if you can see it right here.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to, but right now it says always from this way, and then the other way it says forever. And then Molly got it on her other arm, so we got kind of sort of matching tattoos, but flipped and everything. So yeah. But that's our thing.
That is.
Go ahead.
I said that's cute.
Yeah, I know.
Cal,
Stop it.
fuck out.
Stop it. I like to go to the gym. I'm sure everybody knows that. That's not something not everybody knows. I'm a huge Patriot. I'm sure everybody knows that. Gosh, I don't know, man. There isn't a lot of stuff that I don't put out there. Right?
No, you're very open.
Very transparent with people.
But I think that makes you a little bit more vulnerable. And so that's why a lot of people like you and like to listen to what you have to say because they can trust you.
Well, and I think, too, like being a little bit relatable. You know what I mean? Being a little transparent is kind of good for people to see that they're not the only ones out there that have certain things going on. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
I just like people to be who they are. You shouldn't have to be anybody you're not for anyone. So,
yeah. There's a difference between what being, you're respectful about it, but sometimes, there's people who don't believe what you believe and they're a little, they egg it on and try to create problems and stuff like that. And I feel like you don't do that. And so I think that's a talent that you have.
Well, my biggest feeling in my head is I've done some pretty crazy things in my life and I don't judge other people because I've probably done something like that before. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, hey man, I was there. I get it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, whatever. Do you just don't do it again, right? Like learn from it. Don't be stupid and do it again. But yeah.
No, I think all of us have gone through stuff where, I've lost my job before and, where we had to get on CHIP before, which is a Utah welfare thing. And it killed me inside because I've always had, I worked 3 part-time jobs when I lost my job in 2012. And we still, and all that kind of stuff where you get paid and you're still negative in your bank account. It was scary at one point in our life.
Dude.
And we got food stamps for a second. And then what's funny is I got a job and then I called them and I'm like, hey, we don't need him anymore. Please cancel. Like, we can't. You have him for 3 more months. It's just going to sit there. I'm like, really? It was weird. But I've learned through my experiences, like you were saying, that there's no reason to judge anyone because you don't know what they're going through at all.
I think a lot of it too is like when I was a kid. So like when I grew up, I had to grow up fast, right? Because when I was like 17, I got kicked out of my house. Just to kind of so you guys can know how awesome of a kid I was. But I learned a lot from it. Like I lived with my best friend for a little while, worked for his dad's. He had a big construction company where he built like houses and everything. And it was a mansion. The house had it was huge. It was like a $3.5 million house that I was living in. And it had a pool in the backyard. They lived right on the lake.
Oh, wow.
What do you call it? The big lake, Mississippi.
Okay.
Mississippi River, not the lake. And
if anyone's ever seen the Mississippi River, it's big like a lake.
Yeah. And I mean, I was like, just that time of my life, I was experimenting and trying to find out who I was so much. And just like, I didn't have any guidance, like my neighbor was kind of like my dad. And like my mom was real distant. She still is, right? Like I know that I did stuff in my past. I mean, it was nothing that I thought was like that bad. You know what I mean? But I mean, I did some stupid things as I was a kid, like, I don't know. But over the years of me doing the things I've done, I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a lot of people do a lot of crazy stuff. Seen things I never ever thought I would want to. Well, I don't ever want to see it, but that I saw. You know what I mean? Like you're like, but there were some times in my life, Tyson, where I'm like, man, I'm so glad that happened. Like that. That is so awesome. What up, Sharky? But
no,
yeah,
it's so I have no problems with people ever going through homeschool and stuff like that. But we were talking about this is my dad and I, he has a couple of doctor's degrees in some child development. And you, as a child growing up, you need to get into those certain situations because that's what is what's socially acceptable, what's not socially acceptable. And you learn through your mistakes and you learn through other people's mistakes. So I think,
well, one of the things that I do, that's a big thing with my kids. Like even like, I always try to like, you know what? I'm going to step back for a second. I'm not going to super freak out, react, right? Like it's different when you have adult kids. Like having an adult daughter that I talk to on a regular basis and having a daughter that's younger that lives under my roof on the regular, you know what I'm saying? It's different. Like, and I feel bad for my 14-year-old because I'm like, look, when you're 18, you can do whatever you want. Like, it's cool. She's 20 years old. She's different. That's just the way, but you wish that you could just be a certain way with both of them, right? Once they develop and they're who they are. And I mean, it'll come with time. My wife's always like, they're getting too big too fast. And I'm like, they're not getting big enough fast enough. I need to take these. So yeah, no, I just today I washed the truck and I cleaned up a little bit out in the garage, and my wife cleaned the house with the kids, and we just had a pretty chill day today. We didn't do a bunch of stuff. But,
I'm glad.
yeah.
Those days are sometimes the best.
Oh man, yeah, for sure. Especially when you get to hang out with family and smack the kids around a little bit. I'm kidding.
So, I actually want to know this in the chat as well as you, and we'll go down the line. But what's something you're proud of? What's something that you can just be
being a
just happy
dad.
that you did? Being a dad.
Being a dad, huge big one for me.
I agree.
Yeah,
But I'm
being a
still
dad,
learning how to do it.
being a dad completely changed who I am.
How
Completely.
so? Just
Well-
your total outlook on life, and
Well, I was a wild child back in the day, and I had a kid, and then I was like, dang, I got to think of someone else now. I can't just think about myself anymore. This is weird. Like,
yeah, I don't think being a dad ever changed me. I think I was already to that point of wanting to be a dad and stuff like that. But that's one of the most proud things I could say is first marrying Candace, and then having
sure,
children with her are by far my most. I mean, I don't think I could ever get any better than those things. So
seriously,
I'm with
man.
you on that.
And a lot of it is too, like, once you find that person that's your ride or die or your best friend that you end up marrying and you're with, and you make a family, you can do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Speaking of the honeydew list,
but yeah, no, like, I think it's the coolest thing ever, for real.
no, I'm with you. So Bruce City agrees. Dad and being a vet.
Yeah, I was an airborne Army guy, so that was pretty cool that I got that. Not a lot of people can say they jumped out of airplanes. So,
And that's why your back's all jacked, isn't it? I was when I taught college, I had probably a 55, 56-year-old there, a gentleman, and he jumped out quite a bit of times, and he was on a cane because how many times he jumped out. And his back-
yeah, I have a cane out in the garage in case I need it. Sometimes if I move the wrong way, like, it'll hurt. That's why a lot of my workouts are like on my butt.
Mhm.
I do as much shoulders on my butt as I can and as much upper body on my butt as I can, so I don't have to hurt my back. That's why I stopped doing deadlifting. I don't deadlift or do any like squats anymore either, and it sucks. I wish I could, but hurts too
You
much.
got to take care of yourself, though.
Yeah,
Jason
and I think.
says- sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying 100% being a dad is Jason. Jason Klein is a dad of 5. Whoa, 5 girls. Bless you.
That's a lot of ammunition.
Well, the thing is I have boys and girls, and you do worry about your girls more than you worry about
Isn't
your
that
boys.
weird?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you can't be a hypocrite like that. That's not being a hypocrite. He's a boy. You're a girl. Like,
Well, I was just telling, like, with my son, I'm like, okay, when you go out on a date or you do this or this, don't be an idiot. Don't do, this. When you with a girl, you can't say that. You're just like, hey, don't let him do, that type of stuff, and just protect yourself. And
Don't worry, I train. I say I train, but I taught my daughters both what to do. If anything, like, we had a little talk. Put it that way.
well, hey, what's up, Marvin?
Hey,
Marvin,
Dragon.
Marvin's from New Orleans, so Marvin, we're going to be down there Thursday, so and Friday and Saturday and Sunday and Monday. So if you want to join us, just hit me up. We'll definitely
Michael P is at the gym right now. Attaboy.
Yeah. So Michael P says, take a leap of faith, going back to school in my 40s and completing it. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, bro. He went to barber school like I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And barber school, how long does that take? Usually about 2 years, doesn't it? Because you
Took
have
me
to have
9
a certain
months.
amount of 9 months?
Yeah.
Because usually you have to get a lot of hours, don't you?
Yeah. It's I think I got like 1,200 hours or something like that. I need like 300 hours for Minnesota. So I got to go to school and then I can start working.
Minnesota, don't you know? Every
Yeah,
time you say it,
Florida.
I hear it.
Minnesota.
Be a father and made me realize important in life the things was worried about before minuscule. Yep.
True that. 100%.
I'm trying to see if I don't want to miss anyone.
Yeah, dude.
All right. So your next question I would love to ask you is, now, what is the best advice that you can give your younger self 10 years ago from now? So if you were to talk to yourself 10 years ago, what would you say?
Stop being stupid. Follow your heart now. Quit worrying about the other stuff. Just do it. Like I always wanted to be a barber, and I always wanted to do like something creative, but I never did it. And I was scared because of money. Money was holding me back. Well, money. I learned later. People say, "Yeah, but you need money to live." Yeah, that's true. You need money to live, but look, if you don't do what you like, your life is gonna suck, right? Like, you need to have things that bring you joy in your life, that bring you relief in your life. You gotta try to figure out all aspects of who you are and what's gonna work the best for you. And that's what I did. Going to the gym makes me a pleasant person. I'm not a pleasant person if I don't go to the gym.
I get that. It's a really big tense relief.
Yeah.
It de-stresses you.
So like it kind of mellows me out. It kind of brings me down because when I don't go to the gym, I get all razzed up, ready to go. If somebody does something, I snip at them like real quick, and my wife will be like, "You didn't go to the gym, did you?" And I'll be like, "Shh, quiet."
Yeah. They can tell. They really can.
They can. It's crazy.
Yeah. And I didn't realize that hit me with the gym is until my daughter Hattie. She's healthy as a, she's so healthy. She's 8 years old now, but when she was born, they thought she was going to pass away, not because she was a preemie, but they couldn't figure out why. And so she was on a ventilator and everything, and they put her on a lot of medication. Turns out she had pneumonia from breathing in the fluid before she was birthed out completely. And so, and my brother Cody, one of my best friends, he just said, "Nope, we're going to the gym," and just demanded it. And I felt so much better afterwards. The gym really does help you.
It does. It's crazy.
It really does.
Something about those like endorphins that just make you into a different human.
Yeah. But I would definitely say about the same thing. It's not necessarily don't be stupid. Just stop worrying about your finances.
I mean,
just do what you want to do.
Do
it now.
Do what you think in your head is going to make you happy instead of worrying about money. Like the money will come, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you do something, the money will be there. But somebody that thinks all the time, like, "Oh, I got to get the best paying job," or "I got to get the best of this," your life is going to be so long because it's going to be a dragging, you know what I mean? Not like a super long lived life. It's going to be a long life because you're not happy at all when you wake up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I could have learned that automotive repair industry was not where I wanted to be, then I would have been a barber.
Another thing I think I would say to myself, don't worry about other people's feelings.
Yeah.
I think I got in a lot of complicated situations because I was worried about hurting the other person's feelings instead of worrying about my well-being.
I was like a few months ago old when I realized that what other people think of you or say to you, like, it's easy to say like, "Oh, it doesn't matter what other people think of me. It's none of my business," right? Like, yeah, well, it was kind of tough before because I'm human, right? Like we have feelings and stuff and things, maybe, possibly. But I was like always concerned with like the dumb things that would go on in like internet world. And now I'm just like, you know what? Let them do whatever they want. Let them say whatever they're going to say it anyways. It doesn't matter, but
yeah. And I think because of that, though, you've allowed that in like just your overall well-being is better too because of that.
Yeah, for real. Like I feel so much better all the time. Like if anything is like a stressful situation, you'll see me try to like kind of bow out of it because I don't want nothing to do with it. Right? Like I'm like, if you want to be like all crazy drama and you want to bring something not fun to the house, then just go next door because you know what I mean? Like find a different channel. But yeah.
So Michael P is the best thing I ever done was doing what I wanted. It's absolutely true. Like I've always wanted to do this, and I finally pulled the trigger. And tell you what, it's more work than I anticipated. A lot more work, a lot less hours of sleep than the past. I could show you because I got a Sensi Fitbit watch, and I wanted to know how many hours I really was sleeping. Yeah, I average 3 to 4 hours a night.
Oh wow!
No, it's just you just have to do it. But
dang.
Oh, Marvin, that's too bad. But yeah, try if you can, man. Everyone's invited. Everyone has been invited to go. It would be so much fun to have a huge turnout in Bourbon Street on Friday at the CMU. You know how cool that'd be to just have a huge party in the background of everyone?
Yeah. The biggest,
cool.
I would say like what Bushy's saying, like the biggest thing is that I didn't do what I wanted to do sooner, right? I allowed myself to just keep dragging my knuckles.
Thanks, Corey.
Didn't do the thing and stuff like I was supposed to.
See, I didn't read that. So do you want to take us? Yeah. And don't be worried about other people's feelings. Do your thing. And I mean, worry about your family and how their well-being and what's up. But I mean, yeah, sometimes there has to be some boundaries set
Yeah, for real.
between friends and family. Like you don't know me. Like this is what I want to do. This is how I'm going to support my family. Because when I
Right.
started this company, a lot of people were like, "Wait, what? Huh? Don't kill yourself." Like I still have family who are like, "Don't kill yourself. Like, don't work too hard." I'm like, no.
Yeah.
But
What up, Bruce City? What's up,
all
everybody?
right. So where do you see yourself in 5-10 years from now?
Oh man, I'm gonna 5 or 10 years from now, I'm gonna have graduate. My daughter's gonna be graduated from high school by then.
Isn't that so cool?
Both of them will be graduated. So I'm gonna have like, I don't know, like it's just weird. Obviously, I want to see YouTube do a lot better. I always have that I always try to push, and do things better every day. Family life, I just want to start doing stuff. So now that we've actually gotten things done, we're actually gonna go to the Renaissance Festival. We haven't been to that in over 6 years, so we're gonna go do that next week. That's
What's
gonna
that?
be so. The Renaissance Festival is like the olden days, like old school, like knights and stuff like that. So it's like it's at Fort Snelling, like over in like the old buildings, you know what I mean? They look like castles and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then they have like a bunch of like food stuff. It's kind of like a fair, pretty much.
Quite cool.
But it's all old school. Oh, hey, Vinny P, what up, dude? I haven't seen Vinny for a minute.
Yeah, Vinny's been working. He'll be there. Supposedly, he might have to be working though.
Yeah. I'll be living in a van by the river.
Yeah. But you were saying?
Oh no, I just see myself being better at everything I'm trying to get done. You know what I mean? Like I'll have my barber license for Minnesota pretty soon, and as soon as I can get everything kind of figured out with when I would go to that though, because I don't want to take up all my days at 42 doing nonstop school. You know what I mean? So hopefully I can figure out the hours maybe in a shop, or I don't know what they'll do here. We'll see. What's up, John?
John. Hello, Tyson. Dave, I'm flying to New Orleans on Thursday. See the Saints play next Sunday. I will look forward. We'll look for you, Tyson. Hope I can stop. John, DM me on Instagram and let's talk. I'll tell you where we're going to be and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we'll be there on Sunday at the game too. Those tickets are freaking expensive.
I bet they are.
But yeah, I just think I see you. Like I noticed that you're starting to put more content out. That you're back to doing your stuff now that you have that freedom and you have that office just for you.
Yeah,
I'm
it's so
excited.
awesome.
You're going to start growing again and starting doing all that stuff. So it's
going to be great. I'm
YouTube
excited
loves
for
the
it.
consistency, and you're definitely getting there.
Yeah, and the gym is like the biggest thing too. Like I got to have my mornings. I can't do it at night anymore. There's no way. I barely get there. It's stupid.
Are you thinking that you're ever going to start a YouTube channel with just you and lifting and working out and stuff like that?
I tried doing that, but I wasn't as consistent at it as I was with the beard stuff. So I was thinking maybe I would just make another channel called, like, I don't know, Goofball Bearded Guy or something does New York or something, and it's really me in Minnesota or something dumb. I don't know. Just maybe like something where I'm ice fishing, you know what I mean? Talk like in like Ole and Sven or something, just funny, like ha ha ha.
Well, yeah, just like TikTok and everything else, you have to be consistent if you're going to grow, and I'm not consistent except doing these shows on Sunday, so it's hard when you have a family and you have other things to do. So it's crazy that you guys keep it consistent like that, you creators.
Yeah, we try to like just the biggest thing is I always make sure I do the lives no matter what, and then obviously get those videos out for the week. But yeah.
So next thing, do you think you're brave, and why?
Do I think I'm brave?
I know this is a serious question, but I personally think you are, and I want people to hear kind of like your story. But I think you're brave, and you've gone through a lot since I've been in this community. And
I would say
I definitely say you've earned my respect.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I start crying.
I don't really think I'm brave. I just think I'm me. You know what I mean? Like I just don't try to be brave. I just stand up for what I believe in and just be me. You know what I mean? I'm not going to change for anybody. If somebody
No,
wants me to,
no. So being brave to me is more than just, you know, I think going down memory lane. You and I didn't start off with the best of starts.
what?
And yeah, it's crazy.
Shut up.
And we had, you came to me and we talked, and apologies were given and stuff like that, and that to me is bravery. Then you got on a live and you apologized, and then you just kept being like, you lived at what you said you were going to do. And dude, that's bravery. That's respectful.
I mean, I'm a man of my word. I don't really think that's bravery. That's just being a human being. I
think that humility is bravery. I think humility and being humble. And I think, yeah, I absolutely think that, because how many people would do that?
No, I don't know, man. I'm just a real person. Like you know what I mean? Like I screw up. People screw up. People do things that are dumb, right? Like they just do stupid things. Oh, this seems like a
I
really
do it
good
all
idea.
the time. I have to apologize to Candace all the time.
Oh man, I'm constantly apologizing to Molly. You can believe I ain't getting beat up.
See, he agrees. It takes a man to apologize and recognize when you're wrong. Dude, that's brave. Going in front of someone going in front of people and admitting something, or going in front of people, period, and just like what you're doing now, and 21 people are watching right now, or 22 or whatever. That's bravery. And I think, not Vinny, this is what he say. Dave goes out in public with that mug every day. He's definitely brave.
Dude, I miss that dude. We used to talk
look what Candace said. This is Candace. Being brave is being true to yourself.
Oh well, then I'm super brave. Then how about that?
Yeah,
she's gonna put it like that. Yeah. If a man just apologizes, then Tyson is the manliest man that I know.
Sorry, man.
Okay, I'm taking the compliment, Joey. Stop yelling, dude.
I know.
Chill.
No, I just when I wondered it, because ever since I've known you, you've stepped up. Not just owning your mistakes, but you've just stepped up. Like, your wife wanted to move. What'd you do? You stepped up.
I mean, that was one of the things too. Like, I don't know, man. It just felt like the right thing to do as soon as I saw it in her face. I knew before she knew that that's what she wanted to do.
Yeah,
I could tell. You know what I mean? Like, and as soon as I said it, she was like totally with it, and she was like, "Really?" Like you could see her eyes open up and get all bright, and she just kind of was like, "Really?" And I was like, "I mean, didn't we just say that?" Like, I don't understand what's going on right now.
But yeah, that's why I think you and I get along so well. Is just I have so much respect for you, and we can just talk now and all that kind of stuff. So I think you're a stud.
I appreciate that, man.
What did Vinny say right here? Much love, Dave. I've been struggling to get back to 100% since being sick. Been a month, and I've been gone from YouTube, IG, just everything. But I'm coming back. He's been really gone. I was actually worried about him for a second.
Me too. Like one day I just realized, I'm like, where's Vinny been? Like,
well, yeah, we have a NOLA trip chat, and he hasn't responded. We're like, what's going on, Vinny? You okay? And he finally responded.
I'll send Vinny messages randomly. Sometimes he'll respond, sometimes he won't. But I'll just send him so he's like, he knows that Dave's like, come on, dude, you better say something, bro. What the hell is going on? Are you alive, dude?
So, Tyson, sorry if this has already been discussed, but if you have any fall scents coming or any plans for Christmas scents, wait till Friday. Wait till October 23rd, right? Other than that, October 23rd, and then Christmas, wait till November 28th. So all that stuff. So yes. And then we have a lot of other things coming too. So you just hold on to your britches there, Marvin.
Yeah, you just calm down there, sir.
All right. Okay. So next question. How did you become interested in the beard community? I've actually never known. I've never heard this story.
So rewind it back. Gosh, was it 2017, 2018? We started, me and John, Emerald, he used to make those caddies. Now he's making cups, but he was making caddies back then, and he was doing beard caddies. But me and him were at work one day, and we're like, dude, we should. I'm like, you always got that jawline beard. We should grow beards out, bro. Let's grow them out. And then we started finding like Scuba, and we found Dan. I found Dan right. He was under 500 subs when I went on his channel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think I got him when he was like 21, 22,000.
Yeah, no, it was real soon in the gig when he started doing it, and that's why it was such a big deal when he started and got his new studio and stuff, and he wore that Adidas hat. I called it right away. I sent him a message. I'm like, dude, you wore the first day ever Adidas hat. I was like, yeah. So yeah, no, it's been and that's how I got into it. Just we started doing that, and then one day, Scott, I don't know if you know Beer Times with Scott, was gonna do a live, and he was sick and he couldn't do it. And back then we didn't have very many lives, right? There wasn't very many lives in the beer community. Now you could have a different one every night, but back then there was hardly any. And I did the live for Scott that night. So I had on my glasses that I wear, and then I had a cutoff shirt on, and I did my very first live ever on my channel. So yeah, that was insane. And I was like talking to everybody, and I'm like, da 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 da. And I was like, I don't know, Dan, hopefully I'm doing pretty good. And he's like, you're doing great, bro. And I was like, all right, cool. So I just kept talking to everybody and being crazy and having fun. And I fell in love with it like right away. I was like, dang, this is fun. This is really cool.
You know, Brett. No, I don't know how you guys do it. Like you, Dan, Cruz. It's a special talent to be able to have a conversation to everyone in the chat when it's just you on, because you know what I mean. You're just answering questions, talking to them. That's a talent.
I mean, it's weird, right? Like I'm really good at multitasking, like YouTube, right? It's different though. Like when I'm at work and I'm doing work stuff, for some reason I can't multitask as good, because maybe it's because I want to do this, where I have to do that. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
All right, next question for you, man. Wait a sec.
What's going on over here?
My questions got messed up. What trends do you see coming in the 2022 with bear products? Just bear products, not bear products.
So I think Bear Mace is going to be like twice as much as it used to. Really expensive stuff. It already is really expensive stuff. Can you imagine double priced bear spray?
But what do you see coming in for beer products in 22? What's the trends that you're seeing?
So what I want to see, and this is something I've said forever, right? I would really like to see, like, you have your niche, right? Like Copper John's is fishing and like the outdoors, right?
Yeah.
You got Fable, who's all about like all their things. I want to see companies that fit their bill. And by that, I mean, they have their own ideas that they use their company with.
Oh, okay.
That makes them separated, right? Like, look at 8-Bit. That's such a unique, like, everything he's doing is like
I love
old school video game, right?
When
like
he showed Super Contra, I'm like, oh,
yeah,
what?
Right?
I love that. Yeah. That was my favorite game growing up.
Yeah, for real. And that's the things that I like to see. Like, I really dig it when people are so creative with where, like, their thoughts, they actually make it come to life, and then you see it and you're like, holy crap. Like Jose from Aztec.
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus. That's what I meant. I said, wait, did I say his name wrong? Yeah, I did. Gosh dang it. All right, so Jesus from Aztec. Last year when he was, God, I forgot what the name of his old company was.
Oak Cliff.
It was what?
Oak Cliff.
So when it was Oak Cliff, he goes, he had a question, like, what do you want to see from Oak Cliff Beard Company in the future? And I'm like, I want to see you do something super crazy original. That was my comment.
And his brand is spot on for him,
bro. And then all of a sudden, the next thing you know, he's like, boom, Aztec Beard Company. I'm like, dude, that is so awesome. Like, that's you. You know what I mean? Like,
it's his heritage. It's him. It's just to the T. It's him.
And it was awesome. I was like, this is so cool, right? Like, I don't know. Just, it's really cool to see, like, you, like, how you have all your things that you do. And it's just amazing, for real.
I'm not going to say that.
Shut up, E-Rock. Don't be saying that stuff, bro.
What's up, Diablo? And Vato, I don't think I've said hi to you. How are you doing, buddy?
Vatos locos.
But yeah, to go along with that, when I've been working a long time with you know this, and it's been announced publicly that I'm working with Zachary Fowler. But when we started working together, I was like in awe. like no joke. He is the Michael Jordan of the survivalist industry. Like he is the guy. And
Right.
so when I talked to him on the phone for the first time, I was like starstruck. It was weird. I'm like, dude, this is your voice. Like I could hear him. You know what I mean? It was so weird.
Yeah.
And he was on a shoot at that time, and I was like, this is so cool. But Friday, I think a lot of people are going to be way shocked and excited. It's going to be fun.
Oh yeah, fantastic.
Unless they watched his past video just that he released yesterday. I'm like, dude, shut up. You're spilling the beans.
What's wrong with you, bro? Jeez.
Yeah, so now, like, you know, I think 200 million or 200,000 people know what's going on.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but it's not going to be released till Friday. So
Haven't tried Aztec yet. It's good stuff. There's a
yeah.
lot of good companies out there, so that is so awesome. You're right.
I think that's something that. But what trends do you see coming? Do you see any particular trends? Because we've seen emu, we've seen ostrich.
Look, man, here's what I want to see.
CBD, which obviously I haven't jumped on.
Here's what I want to see. I want to see people do their thing.
And that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, I just want to see people do their thing. I don't want them to jump on the emu train. I don't think they need to be jumping on no nothing train. They need to get their thing set first before they start doing like, hey, we'll throw a special ingredient, da da da. You know what I mean? That's something you do later down the road. Get your business established, get yourself built up, and then at that point, then have fun and like do different things with scent, like
Absolutely.
profiles, stuff like that. But that's just me though. Like I could be completely off. People may
No,
think
I
something
think that
completely
is
different, but,
amazing advice. I really do.
I just see I see companies. There's been a lot of beard companies since I've been in this, right? That are no longer
so
here.
many.
And you're like, okay, I saw what they did. They tried to jump on a train and then they fell on their face because they didn't do their original thing. They're not going to make any money if they're not doing something that people are like, oh, look at that. He's doing something different. You know what I mean? So especially the collectors out there, like people that like to collect a bunch of beard oil bottles and stuff like that, you got to give them something different. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, look behind you. You know.
Yeah, exactly. I got a few bottles.
All right. So here's what I like to do at the very end.
Oh.
Oh wait, I have one more question for you.
Yay.
And then we'll do something. All right. What is this? Sorry, I'm reading. Okay. How do you answer this question? Man, I wish I could grow a beard, or I don't grow a beard because I'm embarrassed of how it looks. I working on base and stuff like that. I get a lot of those questions where I get coming like they love my beard, and I'm like, man, I for the longest time was embarrassed of my beard because it doesn't fill in right here and all that kind of stuff, and then I finally I listened to Dan and a couple others, and I just owned it. And so
all I gotta say is shut your face. See, I don't have any cheek hair. Like this is all super thin for me, right? Like I'm living that thin beard life. So like when my lower beard started actually growing in, and I actually had a comment, you guys, somebody said, I think I told Tyson this already, but I had a guy today tell me on my YouTube channel on one of my videos, he was like, dude, sorry to tell you, bro, but that's all neck beard. And I'm like, Tyson, is that neck beard? Do I have a neck beard? I don't even think I have a neck beard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, here's the point. You find where your strengths are. You work around those weaknesses, right? And you bring the strengths out, and people won't recognize the weaknesses because you're working with what you got, right?
Yeah, and even if they do, I just say, just do it, man.
I just line it up so it comes into a nice, you know what I'm saying? Comes into a nice little spot there, and then I just do my mustache, and I make sure this is all nice and poofed out, and
let that mustache grow a little longer. It's going to touch your ears.
That's what I'm trying to do. I want that bad boy Yosemite style. Yeah, that's what I said.
All right. So now here comes the would you rather questions.
Okay.
These are just fun and all that. So would you rather go to the beach or the mountains?
Mountains.
Oh. What the ocean or the mountains?
Mountains.
Okay. Would you rather eat dog food or cat food?
Probably dog food.
Why is that?
Because they have organic halfway smell. The stuff smells okay. I mean, I think I can make it work. They have like gravy food and like dog biscuits and like, yeah, I don't like cat food. Cats, they stink. So
could you eat the wet food if it was like your life depended on it? Could you?
Yeah, absolutely I would. Yeah, survival mode. When survival mode kicks in, man, you eat whatever you can. Like
Dude,
I've been in the military, I ate so much nasty food, bro, but I had to eat it, so I did. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Would you rather have a superpower or stop aging?
Superpower. Superpower.
What superpower?
Oh, geez. I'd like to be like. I mean, I'm a huge Captain America fan, so.
Oh, nice.
I would definitely like to be like a superhuman. I think that would be cool.
Right?
Just to not have to worry about my body, you know, not hurting anymore. But yeah.
Oh, I would love the Wolverine type of thing where you just keep healing yourself. Like,
Right. Just
I hurt.
nonstop.
And you're like, oh, my back doesn't hurt anymore.
Is that all you got? Like,
All right. So this isn't a would you rather question, but this is the last question. What is the worst thing that happened to you which left you and someone in awkward silence? I have a story after you're done.
no, you can go first.
All right. In college, this is a funny story. That's why I was like, what are some funny things that I know he has answers for? When I was in college, I took a girl out on a date, and we went to a place called Krago's, which was a local pizza pie place. You know, they made these huge cookies and stuff like that. And just 1 second, her face turned bright red, and she's like, "Excuse me for a second." She left, and she was gone. Felt like forever. And next thing I know, her friend walks in. Like, we're on the date, and her friend walks in past me with a bag full of clothes. And she went to the restroom. And then next thing I know, her friend, the girl I was on a date with, I can't even remember her name, she left the back way and left. And come to find out, she pooped her pants. And I was just like, oh, and she never talked to me again. I never talked to her again. And so that was like the most awkward thing I've ever been a part of.
Brett's like, I farted in line at the grocery store and it was way low. That's awesome. That's too funny.
That's my awkward silent moment. It's just like, holy cow. That's when you have kids and you just blame it on them.
I mean, there was one awkward silent moment, but we're trying to keep this PG. I don't want to.
Yeah, keep it PG.
It's pretty funny, but I'm not. Yeah, we're not saying that. I don't really know, man. I don't remember the last time something was awkward. Well, I forgot. One time I was talking with my daughter and her boyfriend, and all of a sudden, mid conversation, I just had a blank, like brain fart central, right?
Uh-huh.
And everybody's just sitting there waiting for me to say the next thing. So I was just like, yeah, so, you know, and they're like, so that's what happened. And I'm like, yeah, because I forgot what I was going to say. So that's what happened. They were both looking at me like, really? That's all you're going to say? And I was like, yeah, dude, because I lost my train of thought because you're over here playing with this thing over here. And I just squirrel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
When that happens, have you ever seen Dumb and Dumber, the first one?
Yeah.
When that happens and I just lose everything, I'm like, well, big gulps, huh? Well, see you later. And I just walk off because I'm like, I don't know what I was going to say.
I hate that. It's like when you get older, you get up to go get something and then you walk wherever you think you were going and you're like, what the frig did I come out here for?
And then you're like, oh yeah, I had to pee.
And then you go sit back down and then you like have to pee and you're like, that's what I was gonna do.
I knew I had something.
Gosh dang it, what the frig?
Good times. Well, does anyone have any questions for Dave before we head out? Beard related, anything related, barber related, or just want to get to know him a little bit better. Would love for any questions. And I know I probably missed some already, so I apologize. A little bit better. Would love for any questions. And I know I probably missed some already, so I apologize.
How did that go to no volume? That was weird.
I don't know. However, my mouth is, it's not delayed 2 seconds anymore.
So I will say this. I will say that it's going to be a fun year. The rest of the year, we have a lot of cool things that are going to happen. I'm sure. Just wait for next month, right? Like, we got some stuff going down. I mean, I got my candle over here right now, hanging out with Nightfall. You know what I'm saying? I got to get another one too because it's almost gone. But yeah, it's going to be a good year. I'm excited.
Yeah, no, I'm just so you guys know, we're going to keep everything secret, but him and I have been working on a few things, and it's going to be epic. It's going to be epic, and it's going to be epic. There's a lot of cool things. So
It's gonna be so epic.
So Casey had a question. We did answer that, but are you still barbering, Dave?
Yes, I still cut on the weekends, mostly family. My daughter and her boyfriend. I cut her boyfriend's hair now pretty much every time they come over. I'm like, I wonder if you just come over just to get your haircut, bro. Because just saying.
You like my new little logo right there that I gave Casey to try?
What? Oh yeah, yeah. I seen that.
It's so it's a hook and it's a fishing pole on
Yeah,
razor.
yeah. What's the best Babyliss foil shaver you recommend? Depends on what it's for. If it's for your face, probably do like a single foil. If you're doing it for your head, you want to get the O2, the FX02. But they're great. The Babyliss shavers are amazing. They're awesome. I used it tonight. Like I take a little bit, I'll clean it up so the line's nice, and then I'll just take and kind of baby skin my face with it. So
I hardly ever line it up. What's it like? Is it really needed?
I mean, if you have like me, I have thin spots right in here, right? And I want it to look crisp, so I'll just always clean up my cheek right in here. And then I'll just take the shaver to it. So that's a trick, you know. I don't always have to cut it with a trimmer because I actually take a shaver to it so it stays kind of nice and crispy, right? So
yeah.
And the cool thing about the shaver is not going to cut any hair that's over like what is it, like 30 seconds or something like that. So hey, what up?
So this guy has just so you know, he sent me some pictures of it's goose hunting season just opened up yesterday. And he loves goose. He's like dead serious. Like he'll make goose burgers, all that kind of stuff. And anyway, it's really cool. You should see his boat.
I like boats.
Yeah. So Brad, if you ask one more time, I'm never going to make one. And if I had made one, I'm going to take it off right now.
No more for you, Brett. Everybody else might get one, but you don't.
Nicholas, my opinion on grapeseed oil is I personally can't use it. It actually burns me, literally burns me. So I have to take testosterone, and what you inject. Like my wife, doctor, had to show Candace how to inject my bum because I'm a wuss and it won't happen. But it creates a huge lump. Like I'm so allergic to it. And then I tried some grapeseed, and if it's heavy grapeseed, it will actually burn my skin, and I can't use anything for a good week because of it.
Yeah, I take testosterone once a week. I have to take an injection. I'm on that TRT.
Yeah, I went in for depressant. Yep, got more. See, he got some more geese today.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I went in for depression when I was about 31, 32. And the doctor found out how many kids I have. He's like, "Oh, it's just your body naturally saying no more kids." That's really what he said.
That's funny. Yeah, no, my doctor checked. They were like, "Oh, I see you kind of whatever." So he got me on like a something to calm me down a little bit, and then he also saw that I had like a 75 rating for my TRT, my testosterone. So he's like, "We're gonna get that up a little higher, so you can actually enjoy your life and like have energy." So yeah, that's what he did. He fixed it. So That's awesome. Now I got to find a doctor that'll do it here in Minnesota because the ones here are scared. They're like, "Oh, I don't want to give you that." I'm like, "What do you mean you don't want to give me that? I've been taking it for 6-7 years, guy. Like, it's not like I'm like using it to like get big and swole and stuff. You know what I mean?" But
oh no, no. Like when we take it, it'll get me up to like 500-600.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
the
like
people who take it to get bigger in the thousands. Yeah,
they're like 1,500, 2,000 for.
Yeah, no, this is just so that we don't cry because we're so
like the dog commercials where 13 cents a day can make sure this puppy has.
Yeah, I will remember. No, it's true. I don't know if anyone's had low testosterone, but you really do get depressed and you can't figure out why.
Yeah,
and everything affects you.
What is wrong with me? Why am I not me anymore? And then you take it and you're like,
right?
The world is normal again. Yeah.
Marvin wants to buy some stuff. So, all right. Well, I got to jump on to the creation station now. So, Dave, you are a stud. I appreciate everything, and I appreciate you jumping on and having a good time with me.
Yeah, man, it was tons of fun. Anytime you want me to come on, for sure. Definitely
And-
enjoyed myself.
Yeah. And if any of you guys you want some good stuff, again, Barber 15, I'm going to just let that go until probably tomorrow morning because I'll let it go till midnight Pacific, which means I might be asleep.
So you probably get it till late. Just saying.
Yeah. Just when I take it off, I'll take it off.
Yeah.
But no earlier than midnight. So you guys have a wonderful night. Appreciate y'all and have a great day.